Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Julian Blackman.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They kick the running back in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Colts will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though. That's a positive, and you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. Taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Jets football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Short pass brought in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, off play action. That pass is complete to McBride. And they'll have to swallow a loss on the play as he's touched down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's going to throw this one. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th and long. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He's got it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. He's got Harris. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Gets this one to Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. On target to Downs. And he's tackled for a short gain. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Richardson on 3rd. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts. From the gun, Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. On the move, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He's got it inside the 25. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets pull out in front further, 13-zip. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play action with Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. It's a 2-score game early. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
Actually spaced, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Wilson on the give, headed left. He's within striking distance. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Runs in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a 20-zip lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets stretch their lead to 21. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Option give to Taylor. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They go again with Taylor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Finds his man, Downs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Third and long for him here. Headed out right. He's gonna let this go deep down the right side of the field. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. That's gonna pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Play action on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The give here on 2nd. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. He has the 1st over the middle. Touchdown, New York! The Jets were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip gain. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Brushes him off with ease. And he is finally out of bounds right on the opponent's 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Taylor again. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Give now to the running back. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Jets a first down. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. Let's see what they went with on third down. From midfield now. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that brings up 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. New set of downs for them from the 46. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Forced out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Starting at the 10. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room, some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Catch is made down the right sideline. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Lining up now to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts make it an 18-point game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's a design boot. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Try and forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. First throw for the backup now. That pass is complete to McBride. A lot of grass ahead. And he takes this beyond the 25 before going out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll run here on 1st down. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 29. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts make it an 11-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give to Wilson running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 14. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
He lets one fly deep downfield. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the win's not secure quite yet. First and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
That's grabbed at the 10. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts down by only 2 in the 4th. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Second and 8. Pass is hauled in by the running back. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's got a man left. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He has it on the QB sneak. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
They'll throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Another carry for him. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a fourth quarter lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So second down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's trying another one deep. He's got fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and then next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Second and 10 now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way He's telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to the well again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's it, second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Here he is to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Richardson to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Got his target. It's Granson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll throw again. Richardson has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Richardson now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Throwing now. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line They only needed a gain, but a big one as they get the first. So it's a road win for the Jets. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's with Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Indy.